Good morning and welcome to Wednesday's Thought for the Day. When I was in training, the challenges we were given, we were asked to consider faith through film. Not the great box office films like The Ten Commandments, Jesus of Nazareth, or The Greatest Story Ever Told, just to name a few of the films that were made before 2000, but films such as The Matrix, The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, or the original versions of Lord of the Rings and associated stories. It was, to say the least, an interesting exercise, and some of my year group found it, shall we say, undignified with regards to theological studies. I have to say, I enjoyed it and found it very helpful in discerning meanings in the Bible with relevant meaning to the modern world. After my ordination, the Harry Potter films hit the cinema and opened up a new way of highlighting how good will prevail over evil, or light over dark. And as always, there was some controversy over the films and Christian thinking. At this moment in time, most of us will be looking at our lives from perhaps probably a chaos angle. Many will be asking, where is God? Doesn't he care about us? Well, in 2007, while at our annual Christian gathering, a book called The Shack was recommended by one of our speakers, and it was shortly followed by a DVD. And I'd just like to share a short scene from the film adaptation. Now, Mac was the main character. He'd had a very difficult childhood relationship with his father, who happened to be a lay preacher. Determined that his own family wouldn't suffer in the same way, he then has a wonderful marriage and relationship with his children. Then tragedy hits the family, and Mac finds himself in a terrible place. And while he's going through a time of rehabilitation and reconciliation, where he is facing many past hurts and angry times, he decides he can't cope with this. He's got to leave the place. He's got to go. He's got to go back. Now he's being cared for by three characters. And he's told, yes, of course you can go. You know, you're free to go whenever you want to. That's your choice. You can go. But would you just do one thing for us? Just one job. We need a rather large holding to plant a tree. Okay, he says, I'll do that for you. So he goes ahead and digs this very large hole and plants a beautiful tree that's in bud, waiting to burst forth. And on completing the task, he complains at how useless it is to plant a tree in such a place of total chaos and disorder. Where he was looking, it was just a mess. As he leaves the scene, the camera pans out above where he has planted the tree, and it is in the middle of a beautiful, balanced garden, very intricately planted, everything perfect. He was looking at things at eye level and below, and he could only see the chaos, but we were shown that beautiful tapestry that God has embroidered in each one of our lives. So, if we remove ourselves from our own little bit of chaos and look at all the good around us, the love, the care, the sacrifices that others are making, so that each one of us can gradually work our way out of what appears to be a dark hole, we will also see the beauty that God is looking at. Remember, he's looking at us. And I'd just like to finish with the words from Jesus in Matthew's Gospel. Are you tired, worn out, burned out on religion? Come to me, get away with me, and you'll recover your life. I'll show you how to take a real rest. Walk with me and work with me. Watch how I do it. Learn the unforced rhythms of grace. I won't lay anything heavy or ill-fitting on you. Keep company with me, and you will learn to live freely and lightly. Amen. Be safe and know that you are loved.